and this is going to be what if Naruto was depressed. But I would like to mention something, and it is one of my friends. They currently make any basically music, and if you like any music, you should go check them out. But anyway, let's get to the video, but first the intro.
And I'm climbing to the very top. Nothing in my way when I'm rising up. I can feel it, test my limit. Legends are made. And I'm fighting, giving all I got. Training every day and I might erupt. I can taste it, world, I'll face it next to Hokage.
Call me Naruto Uzumaki, I do it properly. Everybody looking like the Jizakaki that will stop me. They never forgot me, I'm blazing my trails ever since I was the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. I was an orphan endorsing of the importance of pouring all my endorphins in performance and my own pride. I was ignored in the chorus of unsupported and brought on me by the dormant beast that's with me my entire life. Battling for what's right, stop whatever you do. Handling my kunai kage butcher no jutsu.
So I will be doing a recap. Basically, Naruto's training was basically One Punch Man's training that Kurama told Naruto to do. And they just defeated Gato and basically are going back to the Leaf Village. So we would get to Kakashi telling them that there is going to be a Chunin exams and they all need to be convinced if they want to join. Naruto and Sasuke would say yes, but Sakura would have been hesitating to say yes. And Naruto also has like One Punch Man's personality of everything being pretty boring. So basically Naruto would be laying on his head saying that this might be a challenge, I don't really know. Then Naruto would have got up and just proceeded to stretch. Because basically his muscles would have been a bit more loose. So Naruto would have went out just to get some ramen. Then Sasuke would have went Naruto saying that the Chunin exams are starting early. Come on, we have to go. Naruto would sigh saying, already? So Naruto would have been at Chunin exams easily seeing through the Genjutsu with Kurama. Then Rock Lee would have came up saying to Sasuke if he can battle him. And the sad thing about basically the arc is that Sasuke never got his Sharingan, so he would lose even badder to Rock Lee. Naruto would not even care, just saying to Sasuke to get up, we don't have time to fool around with you. Sasuke would growl at Naruto saying that you can't even defeat this foe yourself, you idiot. Naruto would be popping a vein out of his head, punching Sasuke instantly in the gut, Sasuke coughing up blood. Rock Lee would proceed to say that I can take you both on. Sasuke and Naruto would immediately attack with each other, basically Naruto landing most of the shots. Rock Lee's landing basically many shots on Sasuke, easily defeating Sasuke, but Naruto would have not been easy, not even like close. Rock Lee would be struggling like with Naruto. Each punch that Naruto throws at Rock Lee's arms, they hurt even more and more. Then Rock Lee would proceed to try to do the taijutsu technique that he did to Sasuke in the original. Naruto was going to go on top and basically kick Rock Lee to the ground, but then my guy proceeded to come in the way, basically canceling out their attacks. My guy would have still did the same thing in the original. And basically Naruto would have told Kurama what the test answers was, and Naruto would have done that same thing just like in the original. So we would get to the Forest of Death, where basically Naruto would proceed to go pee, but then a snake would attack him. Naruto would have kicked the snake in the face, sending it flying. Then Naruto would have been basically going up and up where the snake was, basically pounding it through the ground, killing it. Naruto would have been falling, basically using water release to basically cushion his fall. Then Naruto would have saw something. His teammates are battling somebody. Naruto, knowing that if his teammates die, he won't be able to do the Chunin exams. So Naruto quickly dashes to his teammates, basically kicking this person in the face that was attacking them. And Orochimaru was surprised, he felt that kick. Then Naruto would have basically pounded Orochimaru into punches. Then Orochimaru would have came basically kicking Naruto in the face, sending Naruto flying through many trees. Then Orochimaru would have saw fire basically coming out of Naruto's hand, basically going to a tree, and then Naruto would proceeded to stretch him out to that tree branch, making sure he doesn't burn the tree. Orochimaru would have been surprised that Naruto managed to not burn the tree, having excellent chakra control, because the Nightos is currently not messing up his seal. And Orochimaru, knowing that he has to get Naruto out of the way so he can bite Sasuke. Then Naruto proceeded to get his own katana out, basically calling it the water katana, mixed with 3 chakra natures, becoming a very deadly blade. Most of the time it's water because I am depressed. Most of the time it can be fire if I'm very mad. Sometimes it can be yellow chakra, when I am happy. And the yellow chakra is the most powerful. But when I'm feeling all of these emotions, it creates the ultimate blade. I feel happiness that I get to fight somebody. I feel anger that you're attacking my teammates. But I feel depressed all the time. Basically showing a blackish chakra, but mixed with like light as well. Like half of it is light, half of it is dark. So Naruto proceeded to charge at Orochimaru. Basically Orochimaru getting his blade as well out of his tongue. Basically fighting Naruto with it. But Orochimaru proceeded to siphon out of the chakra of this basically blade. Not managing to collect a lot of chakra, but still managing to collect some. And Orochimaru would proceed to think that he could experiment with this chakra and maybe generate it. But Orochimaru and Naruto would proceed to clash with their weapons. Basically, Orochimaru seeing the immense power that is coming out of this chakra blade. Or basically the chakra itself is menacing. Then Naruto proceeded to go to another branch, basically swinging the sword at Orochimaru, creating a black and basically light slash to Orochimaru. Basically Orochimaru having to dodge this. Then Naruto proceeded to say, "You didn't know that this chakra could be a part of my body, did you?" Basically punching Orochimaru with basically this light and dark chakra, basically sending Orochimaru flying a couple of trees. Orochimaru would be confused, saying that he's a Sannin compared to a Genin. It shouldn't even be a fight. Then Naruto would proceed to barrage Orochimaru in attacks. Then Naruto was going to proceed to swing at Orochimaru to cut him in half. Orochimaru managing to dodge this or substitute out of the way. Then Orochimaru proceeded to use a sneak attack with his sword, stabbing Naruto through the arm, basically breaking his arm. Then Naruto proceeded to summon his other fist to the light and dark chakra, basically doing an upper fist, basically sending Orochimaru flying through the sky. Immediately, the black and light chakra and the Kurama chakra proceeded to basically go to Naruto's wound and heal it. And basically Naruto's broken arm would not be broken anymore, but be sore. But then basically a sword proceeded to extend and basically hit Naruto basically in the gut. Then Orochimaru from the sky kicking Naruto in the face through dozens of trees. While this was happening, Sasuke managing to actually wrap Orochimaru into basically some wires, basically sending him on fire. Then Naruto's body would proceed to heal. All of the chakra would engulf Naruto, the black and yellow chakra. But Naruto's light chakra is slowly basically going into a little bit of dark. And Orochimaru would now notice that Naruto just has light spots all over him. Noticing that the light spots are getting dimmer and dimmer, and just it's going to be darkness. Orochimaru thinking that this is all the Nine Tails would proceed to try to seal the Nine Tails away. But basically the darkness would surround Orochimaru and a bit of light, basically doing gravity. Basically the gravity would get tougher and tougher for Orochimaru. Then basically Naruto would proceed to squeeze all the blackness and also all the lightness to Orochimaru, but Orochimaru would have a sleeve, basically getting out something, a pouch. Then all the chakra would have been absorbed. But then all the light would have disappeared. Then all of the black chakra would proceed to engulf Naruto. Naruto just looking like a black self of his image. Basically all of the black chakra would be around him. It's as dark as a shadow. It's that Naruto basically now looks like a shadow, total darkness and everything. Then kicking Orochimaru in the face, sending him through dozens and dozens of trees. Then the basically black chakra would proceed to summon a Rasengan, but it's all dark and everything. And the reason why the dark chakra made a Rasengan is basically copying one of the Nine Tails' tailed beast bombs, but not really copying it, and more doing like basically Minato's Rasengan. Then Orochimaru would proceed to try to kick this Naruto, but this Naruto would easily dodge, basically grabbing one of Orochimaru's arms and cracking it instantly, and then basically throwing Orochimaru through another dozens of trees. Basically this would repeat. Orochimaru does not have any time for this. Then Orochimaru would proceed to summon basically one of the snakes that he summoned when he was fighting Kabuto and everything. The snake would have questioned Orochimaru summoning him for just a little brat. And then Banda would basically try to crush Naruto with his tail, but Naruto would have basically gotten Banda's tail and then basically tossed Banda basically through the forest. Then basically all of the dark chakra would proceed to go to Banda, basically stretching out to him. Basically it's like the chakra is getting absorbed from Banda, basically realizing that his chakra is getting absorbed. Then basically Orochimaru proceeded to go basically to Sasuke. Sasuke trying to fight Orochimaru, but not even working. Then Orochimaru would have bitten Sasuke. Then basically the darkness would basically go even quicker with Banda, basically pummeling Banda to the ground and basically nearly killing him. Then this darkness would proceed to scream out loud, basically getting out of control. And it's like something came out of the darkness. It's like basically there was a dark orb. Then this darkness proceeded to absorb this orb. Then basically summoning it to its arms. Basically sending out a giant darkness beam, destroying dozens of basically anchors of the forest, creating an even more gianter tailed beast bomb than the Four Tails. Then this darkness would have finally calmed down, basically using all of its host energy. And just like in the original, Sakura would have basically picked up these two. Sakura is terrified of Naruto, basically seeing all of the destruction that he hid basically with his dark form. And the Sound 3 would basically go just like in the original. And Sasuke would have done his fight easily as well, actually unlocking his Sharingan after having that whole scuffle and basically sensing Naruto's bloodlust. And Kiba, just like in the original, would say this fight is probably going to be easy. Then basically Naruto would have pummeled Kiba into punches, kicks, and everything. And Naruto would have basically left the stage. Okay, this is going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys like and subscribe and bye. I know that was not much of an outro.